Good morning to you, Charleston. It is 6 a.m. right now, dark and early on this Monday, March 23rd. Kind of a soggy start out there. I'm John Bruce.
And I'm Tessa Spencer. Thanks for starting this wet day with us. Many of you might opt to stay in bed this morning.
Meteorologist,
yeah,
is that a
Chad
choice?
Watson, you can sometimes.
I raised my hand.
Back to that update new this morning on the breaking news overnight. Guests at the In-Town Suites on Savannah Highway in West Ashley ran from their rooms just before 11 o'clock last night. Police say a small meth lab in one of those rooms exploded. Our Rob Molly has been there live on the scene for several hours now, gathering new information for us. Rob, good morning. What can you tell us right now? I have a cop here at home under arrest, accused of harassing his ex-girlfriend. Investigators say that texts that Alex Gillespie sent were offensive and that Gillespie even followed the woman while she was on dates with other men. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Chad, some really nice weather to work with to start off the work week.
Yeah, that's right. It was a big holiday weekend for a lot with St. Patrick's Day celebrations.
Is it St. Patrick's Day?
Friday. Yeah, could it really be?
I had no idea.
Could it be tomorrow? I don't know. I thought the green was a coincidence, all the green beer and everything else.
But T-shirts for tomorrow. Maybe some kilts if you want.
Yes. Anything.
Kilt weather?
Just absolutely. You kidding me? Just make sure that you, yeah. All right, let's show you.
The breeze will be blowing.
The breeze will be blowing out of the south. There's a look at what's going on this morning.
Out of the south, you say?
Yeah. Nice T-shirts there.
Yeah, Kay Hyman just dropped these off. They're nice, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a great day.
It says Lucky Dog.
Yeah,
That's
it
me.
is right.
Hello, Lucky Dog,
That's
you.
me.
Look at you.
Yes.
Today, the trial for a mother accused of killing her one-year-old son will get underway.
At the center is Amber Lynn Brackey. Her lawyer has said Brackey killed her son because she thought he was possessed. Our Rob Malia has more on what's expected to happen in court today.
Thanks so much, Rob. Also happening today, another potential presidential candidate in the Palmetto State.
Republican Florida Governor Jeb Bush will appear with Governor Nikki Haley. Much of the talk about Israel here in the U.S. is focused on Iran and on the Israeli-Arab conflict. The campaign there has focused on economic issues.
Well, ABC's Elizabeth Herr has the latest on a surprisingly tight race that has Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu making a last-minute promise that could stall Mideast peace talks. Deputies say they're still looking for the person who shot and killed a woman inside her home, all while her two kids and her mother were inside with her. The Dorchester County coroner says 33-year-old Olstracia Claire Gillespie died from a gunshot wound to the head yesterday. Neighbors on Flyway Road near Somerville tell us the grandmother took those children away after the shooting happened. Neighbors called Gillespie a great mother. Another person says there were no signs of gunfire.
It was quiet. I mean, I heard her daughter screaming about her mom, but after that, it got real quiet. She was screaming about her mom probably about 10 to 15 minutes.
Deputies say they don't have any suspects right now, but that people in that community are no longer in danger. And cops have a picture they want you to take a look at this morning. They say it was snapped right after an attempted armed robbery at a West Ashley Walmart. Check out the truck that Charleston police say was used as a getaway car back on March 12th. They say that two men got in, then drove off after pointing a gun at people in the parking lot on West Ashley Circle. This also a sketch police provided of one of the possible suspects. If you recognize that person or the truck, please give police a call. Conservative Texas Senator Ted Cruz first out of the gate in the race for the White House in 2016. The underdog is stepping into the spotlight before others with higher poll numbers get involved.
ABC's Susan Solney is in Washington with the latest on the man imagining himself in the White House and using the word imagine nearly 40 times in his speech.
A fiery five-vehicle crash took the lives of 5 people, including a 7-month-old, over the weekend. That happened near I-95 in Florence Sunday night, snarling traffic there for hours. The Highway Patrol says the wreck involved 2 big rigs and 2 cars, one of which then caught fire. Northbound lanes of the highway were shut down as troopers tried to find out what happened. Meantime, new video in this morning as dozens of people hit the streets to walk like mad. Mothers Against Drunk Driving held the event in the Midlands Sunday. Organizers said it gives the idea to give loved ones a chance to remember those they've lost to drunk driving while raising money toward a life-saving effort to end it.
They put South Carolina as ranking worst in the nation for drunk driving, so we need everyone to get on board with what we're trying to do. The good news is we have the solution. We know how one day we will end drunk driving.
As you heard right there, we're going to say that South Carolina is the worst in the nation when it comes to drunk driving. Roller coaster is supposed to be a little scary, but this one, it's just maddening.
I can't even bear to look at it. Yeah, this was not part of the ride, folks. The Hulk roller coaster at Universal Orlando got stuck Tuesday, leaving riders sitting up about 15 feet. The fire department eventually showed up to get them down.
And are you feeling the fury? If you're still daring after that, Fury 325, a new ride being unveiled today and opening to the public at Carowinds near Charlotte this weekend. It's apparently perfect for you adrenaline junkies out there. The ride is billed as the world's tallest and fastest Giga Coaster.
No.
It hits speeds
Oh my God,
of
my stomach just
95 miles an hour. It stands 20 feet taller, Tessa, than the Statue
no.
of Liberty.
I don't think so. No, ma'am, and no, sir, on that one. There were, I don't know
have
what
no
a
idea what a Giga Coaster
but there were
is.
twists and turns of a different sort.
I think it makes you gag. I think that's what
a
it is.
Gaga?
Yeah,
Gaga coaster. All right. Well, ones that a cop in Oklahoma never saw coming. These twists. Check it out. Yikes. Dashcam video caught Corporal Brad Roberts' terrifying moment. He was chasing a speeding suspect recently when his car flipped over an exit ramp. Thankfully, police say a good Samaritan was there to break open a window and get Corporal Roberts out.
I wanted to get out because I was afraid. The first thing that was going is I was afraid the vehicle might catch on fire.
Authorities think slick roads could have played a role in the crash. That speeder was never caught.
Sounds like he has to go see Chad Watson to fix up that police car. Want to make some money, man? The profession where there's cash to be had. It's available every time you turn on your faucet. But what you may not know is just how your drinking water gets from here to here.
The water is only as good as the source water that you're getting, and we get water from pretty good sources. One of them is the Edisto River, and the second one is the Bushy Park Reservoir.
Dr. Vijay Volava, assistant professor of geology at the College of Charleston, has studied water quality for nearly 20 years. With highly tuned instruments like these that separate and measure specific ions and molecules found inside your drinking water.
Ideally, you want all those sources removed, all the contaminants that are in the water removed completely. And we have some EPA standards, and we're supposed to be under those standards for all these contaminants.
And that happens here at water treatment facilities. That water is taken, trace metals like lead and mercury filtered out, and finally, it's treated with chlorine.
Bacteria is naturally present in natural waters, so and a lot of this bacteria can cause disease in humans, and so we want to get rid of that. One of the simplest ways to get rid of bacteria is chlorinating water.
Mount Pleasant Water Works and Charleston Water Systems say they test water supplies daily and put together reports each and every year to measure and stick to those strict FDA guidelines.
Based on the reports that are published online, they do follow all the regulations and they meet all the regulations. So I'm pretty satisfied with the water quality. I rely on the drinking water that comes from the tap.
So what about that bacteria? We brought our water samples here to MUSC to flush out the truth about what's really swirling around in our water. 4 samples: Charleston, Mount Pleasant, North Charleston, and Somerville.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to put 1 drop of that magic sodium thiosulfate into the water to inactivate the chlorine. So the chlorine will not impact on the ability of the microbes to grow.
Our samples were then placed in a petri dish and allowed to incubate at 98.6 degrees for several days.
I anticipate very few bacteria. The water was optically clear, didn't have any appreciable odor.
And Dr. Schmidt was right. Let's take a look. Of the 4 samples taken, only 2 contain trace amounts of bacteria, not harmful in humans and certainly not enough to make you sick. So bottom line here,
Our water is relatively, I don't lose sleep over it at night. I lose sleep over a lot of other things, but it's not water.
in Charleston, John Bruce, ABC News 4.